Welcome to the Garden Father's Garden Update, June 3rd, 2019. Now here's a picture of my backyard. You can see most of our area is covered with hail netting. We also have a small fence surrounding the garden which keeps the rabbits out and discourages deer. Now come on in and let's see what's growing. We planted some showy milkweed, as you can see here, and hopefully it'll be attracting some monarch butterflies. Under one of our hoops you can see some dark romaine lettuce growing, along with 2 tomatoes planted in our 4x8 bed. The variety of tomatoes is Big Beef. Our sugar snap peas that were planted a while ago are doing well. Now I want you to notice how we string them up. We kind of encourage them by putting a loose bit of twine around the sprouting peas so they can find their way easier to the trellis. We planted several varieties of kale, and they're also under anti-hail netting. As you know, we get quite a bit of hail in this area. Our bright light Swiss chard is doing well, and we won't be harvesting it now until the leaves get quite a bit larger. The broccoli is growing great. The ones in the front are premium crop. The ones in the back are Pac-Man. Now both of them will produce a large head and also then multiple side shoots throughout the season. Along the edges of our beds that have the broccoli in them, we plant lettuce. This variety is Butter Crunch. It is one of our favorite all-time varieties. In a whiskey barrel, we planted some onions very close, as you can see. These will grow into small bunching onions for us to harvest. The comfrey plants that are growing around the perimeter of our garden are now starting to flower. They'll be attracting bees and especially bumblebees. The Marbois Strawberries that we have are ever-bearing, and it looks like we're going to be getting a good spring crop. We have multiple fruit trees in our yard. Apple, crab apple. This one is a Montmorency sour pie cherry, and you can see it is setting fruit. We also have a peach tree that luckily has survived the incredibly harsh weather. Our tomatoes are protected by walla waters. Now notice that these are put in without water around the tomato cages. This is all we need at this time of year, just to help it so that it gets roots before the winds really get a hold of it. We also garden across the street at the Old Farm Community Gardens. There are about 35 families that garden here, and yes, we do have a plot over there. It's about 20 feet by 20 feet, but it does grow quite a bit of food for us. Our plot is mostly hail covered. The large hail cover you can see here protects our corn that we're growing. The type of variety is white robust popcorn. It's a long season corn, but we want to protect it from the hail that occurs frequently in this area. Well, anyone that's known me for a while knows that I do love to grow garlic, and here's a large stand of garlic that we're growing. Many varieties, soft necks, but mostly hard necks. We'll be watching them closely, and we'll be harvesting them about the first week in July. The cabbage we like is Gonzales mini cabbage. The heads grow about the size of a large softball and is just perfect for small families. Under another tunnel you can see many of our peppers, along with a row of spinach and carrots. Note that we did not overcrowd our carrots. Yeah, the carrots are the ones that are growing to the right of the picture. We really enjoy sweet onions, especially these candy varieties that do so well around here. You can see the spacing, and we'll be tending them, keeping them moist, keeping them fertilized, and then we'll harvest them about midsummer. Here you can see some more of our pepper plants. Notice that we have taken some stakes and made a little teepee around each one. That'll support the pepper as it puts on fruit, since it tends to get heavy and may fall over. We do the same with the stakes with our kohlrabi. Kohlrabi will be ready to harvest probably in another 3 to 4 weeks. If you haven't grown shallots, you know they're a milder onion garlic type plant. They do so well around here, but you plant them in the fall. Now you'll notice here also that as they start to form a flower, just pick those off so the bulbs will grow larger. And finally is our bed that has our potatoes. This year we planted some mid-season potatoes called Red Norland and also some golden potatoes, Yukon Gold. Well, that's it for now. Happy gardening!